About 80% of Kenya's territory consists of dry land, the so-called arid and semi-arid lands. A large part lies in the north of the country, where about 4 million people live mainly from nomadic and semi-nomadic pastoralism. In these regions, overgrazing combined with high population growth has led to environmental degradation and intertribal conflicts. In Marsabit, the largest county of Kenya, lies Laisamis. There are no permanent rivers, and the dry seasons can get severe. Men are forced to migrate farther and farther in search of pasture and water for their livestock. Moreover, not all groundwater sources are suitable for human consumption. Women and children are often left behind and rely on scarce and mostly unprotected water sources. Only about 35% of the population has access to safe water.
Ikiata apa yiok shida enkare oleng. Nukupuo nkai naji larabasi nimiyiolo ntai. Teidalo kulo owuan iyiat arauniron. Nilotu teipa. Tanaa do nkerai kini itung'ayie nilotu ade teipa ilotu atanana ina kerai tongore. Neitakini yiok jusi ele tinkodua. Tanaa ntomononi ntua neeki shida nakerr nkerai. Kibung' nonkoshua.
The climate is quite harsh, it's dry. Mostly we experience drought. The community that live here are pastoralists. Most of the time, they have problem with getting water. We have shallow wells, which are not enough. During dry seasons, they dry up. We have boreholes from national government and county government, and during drought, they break down. The community priority remains water.
As a response to these recurrent extended dry seasons, development investments from the government or NGOs often turn into emergency responses. At times, over 50% of the population depends on trucks that deliver water to them. As this is costly and not at all sustainable, the need for reliable long-term solutions is evident. Caritas Switzerland has been working in Marsabit together with communities since the severe drought in 2011. Based on built expertise and positive experiences with rock catchments in South Sudan, this concept to harvest rainwater seems to have great potential, which has not yet been fully exploited in the rocky region of Laisamis.
Rock catchments are rainwater collection systems. They are composed of catchment area, one or several rocks with guttering systems, and one or more weirs. The runoff water from the surface is channeled through a filtration box towards the outlets in the weir wall. From there, it is piped into closed storage tanks. Once the water has reached the tanks, it is stored safely and protected from contamination and evaporation. We started with a topographical survey that we did together with technical consultants. During the survey, we wanted to find out the effective catchment area, the water runoff potential, and the needed storage tank capacities. Through measurements and calculations, we mapped out the best possible weir location to maximize the catchment area and calculate the volume of the reservoir. People in Laisamis could not imagine how rocks could harvest enough water to make a difference in their lives. So we arranged a visit for 12 villagers to Kajiado County, which lies south of Nairobi. In Kajiado, people of Maasai tribe are close ethnic relatives of Samburu and Rendile of Laisamis and have a shared livestock-based livelihood. There we showed them a rock catchment system that is successfully managed by a community group.
Lakini kore piku bineri kulo tokana ni koro community namara ngare eltingai ngare Nairobi Kore apa mbari ningasu kulo tanki naa kogol oleng amu ngolong kop metii iltung'ana anakop amu keshomo irpolosiom. Naa kore gasi kelelek gasi amu keidim abaki ntomononi atarap soit nesha nchan nepik iltanki nkare neiput kila ltung'ani neifurahia oleng. Keitasham kulo tanki oleng amu ketareto yiok oleng. Ketareto yiok kulo tanki oleng.
Apa nanu committee naa itasheki tembata enaare. Nanu taa apalak enaare nikiponu taa nikimpanga. Kore peejo tipika saai ile basi silingini taa kintogea paa tene enaare taa kuna silingini neretoki yiok kuna silingini ang' oleng naa supat sii dii enaare aataa afya oleng enaare.
In Laisamis, our rock surfaces are between 10,000 and 20,000 square meters. This means that on average, each rock catchment system can harvest more than 1 million litre per rain season. For our villages, this means 40 litres per household during the dry season, if this is the only source of water.
It is very important that considerable time is taken to have meetings with the community to mobilize them. One also has to consider the choice of infrastructure technology because this has a strong bearing on the sustainability of the system. Moreover, it's not always easy to find capable and qualified contractors to do this kind of works. And as alternative, what can be done is to hire artisans and procure materials separately, provide basic training so that they are able to understand the specifics, and finally to achieve the desirable capacity level required for the management committees. It is important they are accompanied for a considerable period of time. A well-designed and a well-built rock catchment system will initially require high investment, but in the long run it is user-friendly and more sustainable.
Ni tamu sana, tunaweza kukunywa, tunawasha nguo, tunaletea wasasi hapa, tuweze kuleta shule wapigue sisi chakula.
Ikutumo na nare sabat enchan, nikitum tiatua boo amu keyakita yiok reto sapuk. Tanaa swam itii ilotu teipa nijo ntook lipira lai nilotu aya teipa. Kore piiyerie shai kesupat, kore piintukie nanka kesupat, inintukie nkera inonok nkonyek.